Vado. Richard Gerver, how do you build a culture that embraces change and thrives thanks to shared goals?
Well, let me start by saying this is the point at which the viewers are going to think I'm completely crazy. Because to me, I think the answer to how we build a culture of sustainable change, where we're fresh and excited by goals and challenges in the future, is we need to start looking at the examples set by children who are less than 5 years old. We need to go back to a place where we have the confidence and courage to be curious, to ask questions, to trust our instincts, and to be inclusive and understand, particularly as leaders, that it is not our job any longer to find the answers, but it's to find the people who can find the answers.
Is innovation a fundamental point for leadership in today's society?
I think innovation has always been a fundamental point of leadership. When you think about leadership versus management, management really is about compliance. It's important and it's making sure people are doing what they're supposed to do. Leadership has always been about empowerment. It's always been about generating a culture where people have the courage to challenge the beauty of the proof. In other words, just because it's working now doesn't mean it's the way it should always be. So for me, the great shift in thinking as leaders is we have to move away from believing the answer to our leadership is all about efficiency to one that is always about empowerment.
How is important the changing in the companies in all the world?
What's really important in our organizations is to stop changing as a reflex, as a response to. We need to be more entrepreneurial and more innovative. We need to start thinking ahead of the curve. If you take, for example, artificial intelligence, most of us are running just to try and hold on to the coattails of artificial intelligence. And by the time we think we've understood it, artificial intelligence will have moved on into GAI. We would have moved on into the next iteration and will be even further behind. We have to find ways of finding the future curious, not just trying to find the solution to the problems we face today.